Okay, well, welcome to my Spring Essentials class. And just in case we have not met, I absolutely love surrounding myself with people who are motivated to improve their health. But a bit about me, right? Just FYI, whatever I say here, the FDA, I just got to say this disclaimer, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product or the products that I'm going to talk about is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure. So just if you keep that in mind, then we're going to be all right. But in today's class, I'm going to share how doTERRA, to use doTERRA products. And not only just to say, oh, how nice, it smells so good in this room from a diffuser like this, and you walk in and it's a nice environment. Not only that, it's about your health, how we can actually use essential oils or products infused with essential oils to thrive. We want to thrive in our health, and we want to just actually, my goal is to empower you to take back your responsibility in what we can do for our health. So we get control. During this time of year, we have, spring, right? We're coming into spring real soon, and we want to actually understand that we can control these seasonal threats. So that they no longer control you. We can get active and prevent unnecessary temporary discomfort. We can clean our home, and I'll be showing you some DIYs on how easy it is to do, helping us eliminate some toxins that are probably actually causing the seasonal threats that you're feeling in your home, your respiratory issues, even your digestive issues, your cognitive issues. We have to pay attention to how many chemicals are actually in our home. So having natural products like doTERRA's products in your home, you're going to see how easy it is to thrive in your house. So you're going to clean your home, and we're going to say goodbye to those toxin-filled products, and we're going to actually watch some other little things than just about how doTERRA is. So that's the expectation. So why doTERRA? Well, first of all, we want to actually understand. It's a really good question to ask, especially today with so many companies claiming they're natural, claiming they're 100% safe. We can look at a label, and I'll be talking about that. Oh, this says it's 100% safe, but you can't even take it internally. No topical use. Then what does it work for if you got to be careful about putting it on your skin, right? Or breathing it or ingesting it. So that's why doTERRA is different. Not all essential oils are created the same, and we have to keep that in mind. So one of the reasons that I chose to work with doTERRA is because they're CPTG. What does that mean? It's a label that doTERRA has. It's not something FDA made up, but it's certified pure tested grade. So meaning that it's been tested multiple times, not only with the chemists of doTERRA, outside sources have also tested our products to look for those little things that creep into our products, and they can actually say it's clear and free. And that's what we're constantly improving upon our products. And I'll give a little hint about, like, even shampoo. We thought we had a really good shampoo, and just recently we came out with a newer one because we're eliminating all these toxins that we're finding out they creep in, and we're thinking it's a natural solution, but no, you really got to read your labels. So doTERRA is what it comes down to is for the purity. And that's really important for our life. If I want to say that I'm going towards natural health style, I want to know that the purity of the oils is another factor of what we actually do with doTERRA. We have, again, besides being tested, we're also free from contaminants. We are free from pesticides of our plants, because again, if we understand what essential oils are, they come from plants, they come from trees, and they come from flowers. So we have to take care of those plants, something that God has given us, our Creator has given us, naturally to use. But if it's being grown in an environment that's not correct for that specific tree or plant, doTERRA makes sure that where we're getting our sources are from areas of the environment, that the environment even contributes to the growth of that plant, hence we can get better quality products. So that's also one of the commitments that doTERRA has. The reason I said already about the things, we don't use dyes. We really try to get unadulterated stuff. To those big chemical names that are in products, we really work hard in not having, so that when you read the ingredients list, you can understand, and it's probably just a word that you have to look up, and it's very simple. I am not a geek in science, and if I can understand that kind of stuff, anybody can, because my thing is more about helping people feel better, right? Their emotions, and control their emotions, which in turn helps your health. So that's one of the reasons. So there is a video that I would like to promote for you to read, and in the link below, I'll go ahead and add that video so that you can see how doTERRA produces its product. So I'll share that with you. So there are four grades of essential oils. There's different grades of essential oils, meaning there's some that are synthetic, and we really want to stay free from that. And what does that mean? That they're usually used to make your perfumes. How many of you love wearing and smelling good throughout the day, even from your deodorant? We are bombarded with these synthetic ingredients. Even though they're saying they have essential oils, right? They're synthetic. And that means they have pesticides, or they have artificial fillers. There's another grade of essential oils, and it's called food grass standard. These are the oils that add flavor to your food. So you expect, if you're taking, for instance, our peppermint oil here, that we're gonna make a peppermint tea, just know 1 drop of this peppermint oil is equivalent to 28 cups of tea. So you don't need a lot. But why can we say that we can drink this? Because it's also pure and natural, and it's that potent. So remember the potency. But the food grade, people are gonna say, oh, that's not food grade based because it doesn't say it on the label, but this is trying to promote another type of standard, right? Then there's the therapeutic grade, and these are the oils that are used like in aromatherapy, right? Got our diffuser right here. It's smelling really good. I'm probably blocking the audience from receiving that aroma, but that's just, when we think of essential oils, we do think of aromatherapy, right? How you can just walk into a room and really feel good. If you go to a spa, that's probably what you smell when you first come in, like that lavender, right? Or just something calming, a calming blend. So that's what the therapeutic means. And it's just, but again, we have to make sure that these oils that they're using are pesticide-free, chemical-free, no preservatives in the lands that they're creating, that they're growing this. So essential oils, doTERRA's essential oils are grown by experienced farmers. So that's why I picked doTERRA in there. If you look up doTERRA farmers, you can see that each community that we're working with, we're actually giving back to these communities. And I think we call it that co-impact. They're impacting us by growing these beautiful plants and trees and flowers, and now we're actually giving them jobs, right? We're actually giving them income for doing such a great work with what they do as far as taking care of the earth and taking care of the thing. But we also have strict, guidelines. We do not accept you to put any, pesticides on them. We want it to be pure and natural, because if it's in its environment, it's going to thrive. And we want to take it, and we want to ingest it, so we want to make sure we're accepting only the best, right? Nothing, no fillers. So those are the 4 qualities of oils that we have. And then what we want to understand is there's the methods of using it. So doTERRA fulfills all those 4 methods: therapeutic, food grade, non-synthetic, and pure, right? The purity. So now how do we use these oils? And a lot of people are surprised by the 3rd method that I'll talk about. But the first one is known through a diffuser, and aromatherapy comes in. That water, it's water-based, and it's cold. It's not heated water. It's just regular tap water you can use, or I like to use distilled water. Put it in, so it's just the gook of a tap. But you put your oils, a couple of drops in, 3 to 5 drops of oils. You can mix and match if you have some single oils and you want to just blend a few and get a different kind of aroma. Today I actually tried 3 new oils that I had never blended before, and it made me feel like I was outdoors even though it was chilly in the area, and it felt so good, and it's helping me therapeutically. But this is, you're smelling this, so aromatically is the first way to use it, the easiest way. Everyone in this room is going to be affected by what I have in this diffuser right now. The molecules are in the air, and you are breathing those in, and your brain is going to accept it through the sinuses, through the cavities. It's going to go to your brain. There's no filter here. There's really no filter. So it's giving the communication, oh man, what is, the brain's picking up on that aroma saying, what is this? Oh, and then it's in the bloodstream. And then once you smell the oil, it's in the bloodstream. Within 20 minutes, it's been circulated throughout your whole body. So any part, any organ of your body is actually accepting that aroma, that essential oil that's cutting through the, is being circulated through the blood, and you are now receiving the benefits. So if right now, the citrus bliss that I have in here is a blend called Citrus Bliss, it's exactly that, full of citruses. That aroma is coming into my senses, and because I know that citrus oils like lemon, orange, grapefruit, they're really good in calming me, in calming a person down, and they also help clean my liver, my kidneys, they flush out. My body, if I had right now had any symptoms in any organ that needed that chemical reaction of the orange or the lemon or the grapefruit that it's receiving, it will grab it, and it's just like little hairs. Like think about the little hairs in your nose, and it's just grabbing it right from the bloodstream. So that's the first way of using safely. It could be around kids, babies, elderly. You don't want it, when it comes to pets, like your dogs or cats or any other pets you have in the house, you want to be able to give the pet an opportunity if it's too strong for them, because their aroma is stronger, their smelling is stronger. You want to give them an opportunity to walk out the room wherever your diffuser is at, but they are safe. Are there some oils that may not agree with a cat, for instance, or a dog? Yes, and we can talk, if you need help with understanding what oil will be used for your cat or your dog or any kind of pet you have at home, feel free to contact the person who invited you to watch this video. So at the same time, so that's the first way. Aromatic, easy to use. And you just cook some dinner, the easiest way to purify your air without all that spraying stuff of chemicals or even the plugins that people use today. Aromatically, you are cleaning your home and you're freeing yourself of all these chemicals, water and essential oils, a plant. So that's the first way. Second way is topically. This is a good reason to use an oil topically would be, let's say, I burned myself while I was cooking, right? So now I got that burn on my hand. I'm going to be able to grab some lavender and topically put it around it. I'm not going to put it right on the burn, but around, and I'm actually going to mix it in with some what we call coconut oil or any kind of carrier oil. What that does is helps the oil stay on your skin in the area that you want, and then your skin is the biggest organ in our body, the biggest filter, I should say, in our body, and it's going to actually capture that, keep it in your skin, and then let it go through the bloodstream that way. So aromatically, it goes in through the brain. Topically, it goes right to the spot that you want it for. So, however, the fact that I put it on this hand doesn't mean that my left hand doesn't mean that my right hand can't get the benefits of that. It's going to eventually take a circulation too, and it's going to reach here. But in the moment, I need it right here because that's where the burn is. And the cells, our immune system, kicks in right after that burn happens, is accepting those oils or that topical use of an essential oil or blend right into your body, and it's giving it support. It's not healing you, but eventually the support that it's receiving, the immune system's receiving, is actually working for you. And what does our immune system do? Protects us, right? Protects us of any more dangers and stuff like that. Another way to use topical is like if you have backache, and we have a great blend called Deep Blue, and it actually comes in a rub. So we have like just a cream with some Deep Blue in that rub, and you place it right where it hurts, on your knee, on your back, your neck, wherever you're feeling the tension, even here. You can it'll automatically, you don't have to put a carrier oil in it, because a cream can actually work as a carrier that keeps it on the body. So topically is a really easy way to use. And when we use it with elderly, or when we use it with kids, the skin sensitivities, if there is some skin sensitivities, we actually suggest you dilute it a little bit. So it would be like, depending on the ratio of 2 drops of the oil with maybe 20 drops of the carrier oil. That's a ratio to use. Or we can put it on the bottom of our feet. And putting it on the bottom of our feet, especially for the elderly and children, and even infants, we're putting it on the bottom of our feet. That's the thickest skin that we have on our body. It's going to filter it well, right? But it's going to get in, because the pores are big enough to allow that circulation of the topical use of an oil. That's why we make roller balls, which is really easy to do. Again, it's a ratio, let's say 5 to 10 drops of an essential oil, and then fill the rest up with carrier oil, coconut oil. We use coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, but you can use argan oil, you can use almond oil, you can use any kind of natural oil that we have, even olive oil, right? You have that in your kitchen. So look how easy it is to use topically. Then the last one, which is usually controversial, if you want to say that, because people can they don't think, we can use this internally? Yes. And the internal way would be literally under your tongue. Let a drop or two fall, and it kicks into your system really fast. The other way would be put some on your thumb and go to the roof of your mouth, let that come to the brain real quick, or in your water, or in your smoothies in the morning, put a couple of drops. Like if you like that orangey taste of a smoothie, just go ahead and put some wild orange into that smoothie blend that you just made, and let it mix it up real good, and you'll taste it, right? And it's actually beneficial. Again, talking about the lemon and what it does for the system. So internal use, we can only speak to doTERRA's essential oils when it comes to internal use. We do not recommend you buying some oils from a big store and using them internally. It's actually toxic for you, because again, those synthetics, those chemicals, that purity isn't guaranteed there. With doTERRA's oils, we actually encourage it to use internally daily and throughout the day if you needed it, to help with different things, different situations in your body. So those are the 3 ways that we use our oils. And one of the things when it comes to internal use, the way to know you can use even one of doTERRA's essential oils is looking at the label. So again, we're coming back to reading labels. Reading the label, and it'll say essential oil supplement. So when you think about a supplement, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Is a vitamin, right? Or some kind of capsule that you got to take. Well, you can make your own capsules with the oils. Right now, we're talking spring. The best capsule to make right now, or a good shot of water, would be peppermint, lavender, and lemon. Those 3 oils in a cup of water, a little shot of water, or if you just put them into a capsule, and we have vegetable capsules empty, you can create your own. That combination, is such a great way of cleansing the junk that's starting to accumulate due to the pollen outside, the seasonal threats, right, that we're getting. It keeps your airways open, and so peppermint will open up those airways. Lemon actually flushes out the junk that's coming in, and lavender actually acts as a natural antihistamine. So it's preventing it from coming. So if you like your garden right now, you're out there starting to plant your tulips or whatever you're doing, starting to mow the grass, that's a perfect combination to use internally to get the full benefits, and your body will know what to use it for, believe you me. So looking at that, so those are the 3 methods that we talk about, and it's always amazing to know that doTERRA's outdone themselves, right? When I talked about the co-impact that we have with our farmers, we also raise enough to help communities in disasters. Like right now, even in areas of the world that are going through their disasters, natural disasters, doTERRA's out there funding that, right? Helping communities. So that's something that's dear and true and dear to my heart, because we want to help not just ourselves, right? We want to help the community. So doTERRA has a way of doing that. And the different ways, if you want to look up doTERRA's Healing Hands, is the program that we sponsor to actually help us with when it comes to that. When it comes to co-impacting and helping. And I have some videos on that, and I could place those in the link. So one of the things about seasonal threats, as I said, there's the spring, eliminate toxins. We want, the World Allergy Organization says that as many as 40% of the world's people suffer from at least one seasonal threat. It could be as simple as dust, right? So and that in some countries, seasonal threats have increased by as much as 50% over the past decade. It's probably higher now, because my notes are from a little while. But what we want to understand is that what is even more disturbing about the statistic is that those that are suffering are using solutions to help with the seasonal threats that are happening during this time that are actually causing more harm than good to their body, right? So again, we want to go toxic free. How easy it is to just make what I just said, the peppermint, lavender, and lemon, and feel a relief and not have a side effect of, oh man, I took that capsule that was supposed to help me with my seasonal threat, and now my stomach's aching, or I'm getting headaches, or it's not doing. It's because of the chemicals that are in our stuff. So where do we get the seasonal threats? We know we get it from pollen, from grass, from dust mites, from mold, right? When we get the April showers, and even those weeds at the end of the summer. So which threat is one that you're fighting with? Which is your vice? You know, but we have a solution for that, and a healthy solution. One of the spotlights, as I said, about the peppermint, lavender, and lemon, doTERRA actually has it in a capsule. It's called Tri-Ease. Tree, right? Ease that seasonal threat. Really a must-have during this time. I've already started taking my Tri-Ease because I need to keep my sinuses clear, especially when you're going on a plane ride, and if you're congested. Have you ever had those pains with your ear popping? Well, I try to avoid that by having my sinus cavity clear with the solutions at hand, and I take one every single day without a problem. And if you're really suffering from seasonal threats, you can take up to 3 a day, every couple of hours. So each gel has equal parts of the 3 oils that I just mentioned, but let me tell you, that product is a must-have during the season, the spring season. One of the ways you can also use it is topically, remember, because we can do it 3 ways. So that's internally. Aromatically, you can definitely put it in your diffuser. That same trio, you can make into a rollable and have it with you. When you start feeling that junk happening, topically put it on. Put it on your hand and just inhale and let that body accept what you're doing. So we have that as well. So tonight we'll be making some rollables, and we'll have some help with that. One of the other products that doTERRA has during this time that's a biggie is to help you breathe, right? We want to breathe. We want at night, sometimes in the transition of going from cold to warm, our heating system, if you have a heating system at home and it makes you dry, we want to keep our quality of air fresh. Well, we have a product, a blend. It's called Breathe, the respiratory blend, and it helps exactly with that. Easiest way to use it is in your diffuser, and it's peppermint. It has peppermint, it has eucalyptus in it. And it just makes the room fresh and clean. Again, avoiding all that other junk that you want to buy from a big store. And we actually even have throat drops. So the Breathe throat drop, you can start sucking at it, and it's releasing the essential oils that are in it to help you, again, open up that respiratory system. And the product itself has laurel leaf, peppermint, eucalyptus, tea tree, and we can talk about tea tree in a little bit, because you'll probably say, oh, I didn't know you could take tea tree internally, but you can. Lemon, cardamom, and some others. It maintains those free airways, and we also have it in a roller. And we can make a roller. So breathe is another must-have during this time of the season to help you with your respiratory issues. And definitely helps you with your stress. Now, I talked about the garden earlier. What are the things that we can use to help protect us from those little mosquitoes or those little pests that want to come around and bother us, right, when we're trying to be in the garden? Well, we do have a repellent blend called Terra Shield. So think about it, doTERRA, Shield is shielding you from the pests. But what I really love about this oil is not only about that you're creating this invisible line, right, to protect yourself from the pests that are out there. You're on an emotional level, it's actually doing the same thing. It's keeping people away from you, So just a little side note on that. But when you're outdoors, you can stay protected naturally, avoiding those toxin-filled repellent blends that are out there. And not to name some big names, but some of them are really, really, really dangerous for you. And we're spraying that on ourselves. So it's going into our veins, it's circulating, taking all those toxins that you just sprayed throughout your body. And next thing you know, you have a headache and you don't even know why. But this is why you gotta go natural. And I just wanna point out that Terra Shield is definitely a good outdoor blend that we wanna use to repel the insects that are out there. And it's been tested in the mountains. We live close here to the mountains, and we've gone hiking, and we've been protected by using it. Yes, you gotta put some other clothing. We're not gonna say it's 100%, but it definitely will, avoid you getting those pests on you. So Terra Shield is another one, another must-have during the springtime and summertime. And what comes with the warmer weather and being outside? Now we're in the elements of the sun. So what's another thing that we want to protect our skins from? It's getting some sun damage, right? doTERRA has we just came out with it last year, a sun care line, even reef safe. So I went to Hawaii recently, and we were able to use that sunscreen on our body and still get in the waters, knowing that we're not even causing damage to the environment of the water, the reefs and all that. So a lot of companies are requesting that today. I know out in Europe, they don't even sell the bad stuff to make in sunscreen. So doTERRA has even come out with that, because we understand we're gonna be outside more. We need to protect our skin enough so not to avoid getting vitamin D from the sun, right? But we want to actually protect our skin from getting the other stuff. The skin damage. So we do it toxin free. And this is what it's all about, learning how you can make your own. But now that doTERRA has its own line, it's easier to use. They have it for a face one, really protects it, and it actually even gives you like a little glow. So if you're not wearing makeup and you're wearing your sunscreen, you actually got a glow. The body one, I think it was 30 SPF. And then we have a spray one, and we even have an after sun in case you did get a little extra sun that night. So just remember, don't forget that the sun is strong during the springtime already. Today's sunshine was beautiful here where I'm at, and but you fail to remember, oh, it's still chilly out. No, that sun is already penetrating your body, and we need the sun. But we need to protect our skin from that and avoid the toxins. So one of the things we could use this is a must-have for the sun begins to peek out from the clouds, is, again, 20 drops of lavender, 20 drops of peppermint, and frankincense. Frankincense is an essential oil we call him the king of oils, right? He's good for anything and everything. If you ever have a doubt, use frankincense. But here you're gonna actually make your own little spray. So we have spray containers here that can actually make it add the oils into this 4-ounce bottle and fill the rest up with either fractionated coconut oil, or you can fill it up with water, and then you're protecting yourself from the sun. What a nice natural way to do things. So that's another DIY that I wanted to share with you for tonight for that. And you're gonna have to repeat it, right? Because it's not something that's one and done. No, you have to repeat If you're gonna be out there a couple of hours, just know that maybe every hour, you wanna spray and get the support from protecting you from the sun. And the lavender really is really nice with keeping the skin calm. And we know that about lavender. I think when you think of essential oils, one does think of lavender all the time. So that's one of the things. So we want to, as I said, we can make our own sun scare cream, and that was one of the DIYs we were gonna do tonight. But at the same time, why just go ahead and get it from doTERRA. It's all safe and the measurements are perfect. One of the things to keep you cool when the cool weather comes out, and let's say you were out in the mountains and now you're starting to get a little chilly, one of the oils we can use is coriander. Coriander, that's what plant that we cook with, right? But coriander is one of those, you put that on your legs and just helps the circulation, because you're getting cold and now your veins are actually cooling off, right? So it's just keeping them nice and warm. Who would have thought, right, that we can do that? Avoiding junk on our body using essential oils and finding out a little bit more about each one can help you enjoy the outdoors now that we're going into the springtime. So those are some tricks that you want to know. With the deep blue that I was talking about, we want to actually recommend athletes. You're going to get out more, right? You're going to start moving. The muscles you were indoors all this past winter, and now you're starting to walk again in the park, and then you come home to sore muscles, or you start working out because you want to get that two-piece on during the summer. Well, deep blue, as I mentioned earlier, is a great soothing blend, and this will help with the lactic acid that you feel in your muscles, and you're doing it naturally. It's going in and it knows what to do. It's not bringing in the toxins of other kind of creams that are out there to help you with the muscle aches. So we want to encourage you to get out, but know that you have relief when you come home because you have these oils in your house. And so we also have an athlete's kit for that. Now going into the home care, because hey, let's get, we were probably couch potatoes during the winter. Now in the spring, we hear the spring cleaning. Well, we have a blend called On Guard. It's a protective blend, but it does more than just protect. It actually helps clean and disinfect. So avoiding the toxins, we can use our On Guard. We have a concentrate cleaner already that is going to be safe for your 5-year-old to teach how to clean or mop the floor or do an all-purpose spray. These are the things that we feel good and confident about, like lemon oil and to clean windows. With all those toxins that we're using in our cleaning products, we can avoid, because we can make our own products, or you can buy already formulas that have blends that are already set for that. Our newest line for the cleaning is called the Abode, and Abode is it's the refreshing blend, and it's we have a dishwasher tablets, we have all-purpose cleaner, we have hand wash, we have and the dishwashing liquid. So not only the tablets for your dishwashing machine, but we also have the liquid if you're hand washing dishes, and it cleans so well that you're avoiding all the toxins of dishwashing soap that is out there full of toxins. And people just love that. Some of that stuff is the aroma that they're attracted to, but what is it doing to your senses, right? It's causing so many things, and people don't even know that they have issues, that the issues that they have are due to the cleaning products in their home, even your washing detergent. We talked about earlier, someone said about their clothes, clothes we get, the chemicals they put on it, the furniture we get is all chemical filled. Well, let's some stuff we can't control, but let's take control of what we can. And one of the things is to be toxin free and learn how to do it. So cleaning without toxins is the way to go. Many of those large companies, right, they use these new improved cleaning products and to protect, but what they actually neglect to tell you is that these are lathered with harmful chemicals. Pay attention. If you notice that something is not happening right in your house, it's because these products are toxin filled. start eliminating them and replacing them. So we call it the, switch out. You're spending the money already on your on those things, right, to help you in the household. Well, now switch little by little over to the natural side, and you're using the same money. So it's not, you can say, oh, but I like this. Well, switch over here. 1 month, try it and see how it is. Or ask somebody who invited you to see this to give you a sample and try it and see how they work. And you'll actually see the difference in the aroma in your health with just changing your cleaning products. So cleaning without toxins is the way to go, as I said. So now it's time to watch how, now we're going to go into the garden, right? So we talked about how we want to protect ourselves from with using the Terra Shield. We also want to even protect ourselves from taking care of our plants. What, Julie? Yes, we've heard some reports out there that certain companies got sued and paid for taking care of their grass and their plants. They were using certain chemicals. That stuff is real. It's out there. So did you know that we can use essential oils to help our plants grow and take care of those kind of things? Learning about essential oils is not just come to a class, learn that they exist, and you're good. No, it takes time to learn, but every time you build upon the learning of an oil, every time if you have a certain situation that you want to address, then have the person help you understand the root cause, right, of what's happening and address it that way. So learn it by little, attend these classes. We constantly have, every week we have a continuing education class. So joining our team, you'll be getting VIP status to join those classes every week with a different topic: hormones, pain, muscle ache, emotions, stress and sleep. We have one about how to use oils for all ages, or I got my oils, now what? We have this, we actually even teach how to use our oils in a massage, right? How to massage these things on your body. So those are the things that we would answer, like, now what? This is what we invite you to do. Continue to learn, just a little bit at a time. You're gonna get overwhelmed. Start with what you need personally, and if it's to remove the toxins from your house, this DIY class is definitely gonna help you see how easy it is to make toxin-free products and enjoy your spring, enjoy whatever climate that you're in. So one of the things that I invite you to do as well is get paid for living healthy. So what we're inviting people to do is, if you see that you can invest your money, take it from where you were spending already with the toxin-filled products, and switch over to the non-toxic and natural products. You're using the same money. You would order those products and then get 3 more people to do the same with what we call is, every product has a PV, point value. You get 100 PV order every month. You're already using that. So it's almost $100. So let's say $150. Every month, whatever products you're using, little by little, you're transferring over to using the natural products. You're gonna get better health because of it. It's gonna be the side effect of it. And then at the same time you get three people to do that, you can actually get paid for helping your friends avoid and actually pay for your order, right? In the beginning is, you can get a bonus of up to $1,500. So if you're interested in learning more about that, we also have a different class that we could talk to, or you can talk to the person who invited you here. But the best thing is coming, and I want to say thank you to everyone for helping me and participating and coming today to experience this. We know that it takes time to learn about the products. What I didn't go into, and I'll just briefly say, is supplements that we talked about is another way of cleaning your system, right? We want to clean our systems out of the toxins that are already there and give back to our cells the nutrition that we need. All of us need some good vitamins. We have a 3-pack that's called the Lifelong Vitality Pack. It comes also with the Terrazyme, some good enzymes to help clear the body, and some good probiotics for the gut system. And our newest baby coming into doTERRA. This just came out. It's called the MetaPower. And this system is a system that's going to actually help us with our metabolic system. So we want to start eliminating the toxins, but now help the body detox the stuff that's already in your system. So we have what we call the collagen. It's called the MetaPower Advantage, and it's with collagen and NMN, and it's a very high potency. It comes in a sachet, and you put it in a drink, a cold drink, because usually you hear about collagen to put it in your coffee or your hot tea in the mornings. This would be a cold drink, and it has, there's so much to tell you, I would have to, it's a whole nother class to teach, but just know that this is high quality protein, collagen that's going into a sachet of water, 5 to 6 ounces, drink that a day. It's not only gonna help you with your skin, your nails, and your hair that we know collagen is good for, rebuilding your muscles, right, from your with the protein, but it's actually helping with all the systems in your body, your cognitive, your digestion, your heart, your circulation, inflammation. So this is definitely a keeper in my house now, and it comes in a 3-pack as a sample. We have the gel. Remember I said we talked about the MetaPower or essential oils coming in a capsule. This is the gel, a capsule already with the MetaPower oil, nicely done. You take 1 or 2 with every meal, you're good. Or it doesn't have to even be with a meal. The one that goes with the meal is the MetaPower Assist. MetaPower Assist is helping us with our spikes of sugar. So what we want to do is take this with your largest meal of the day. One a day. Think about your carb-filled meal. So it's usually dinner or lunch, because breakfast you probably have something light. But whatever biggest meal you have, you take this. If you remember, 30 minutes before, but if you don't remember, it's okay. You could take it while you're eating, and it'll help our system digest the food, but in a way that it's not giving us the sugar spikes. And today, our metabolic system, 7% of humankind, I can't think of the world, only 7% of people have a great metabolic system. So we are in a deficit of how we take care of our metabolic system, how we're flushing out, right, the organs that are here, starting with the liver, your kidneys, your digestive system. So this assists. When we have sugar spikes, is you eat something and then you go to sleep because it's that sugar, right, that's kicking in your system. Well, this avoids that. It takes away that. We also have some gum, and we have some beadlets. When you get those sugar cravings, this is great to pop in your mouth and know, okay, just drink some water, Julie, get it out of your system. You don't need the sugar. And little by little, you'll learn how to use this. And it's a daily system, and you cannot go wrong. And again, detox your body, because now you're making the change from toxins to natural solutions. So I hope this has been informative to you. Please feel free to contact the person who's invited you here, or if you need to get in contact with me, my email is hola, H-O-L-A, at girasolessentials.com. That's G-I-R-A, Gira, Sol, S-O-L, meaning sunflower, essentials at .com. So HOLA at girasolessentials.com. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I sincerely hope that I've created some kind of urgency in making the switch from toxins to natural.